Social Security has been like that for a long time. And so my issue is when we were talking about executive power, you talked about how Congress has to step in, right? That's a lot of the argument you've made to some of my colleagues. Senator Sass's argument, Congress has to step in. But in this case, Congress stepped in. Congress said we had this major financial crisis. That's why we started this agency. We have done this. And then you come in in a minority opinion here, and you say that it's unconstitutional. And I would throw another Federalist Society back at you, Federalist quote. You quoted Hamilton yesterday from Federalist 83 when he said the rules of legal interpretation are rules of common sense, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I
All
agree
right.
with
So it just doesn't make common sense to me that we would throw an agency out like that, or
But I
even the
didn't.
head of it. You're basically putting your judgment in the place of Congress.
But I didn't throw the agency out. I said the agency could continue operating as it was. The only change would be, instead of being for cause removal, it would be at will removal.
Solicitor General Kagan, you had an incredibly grueling day yesterday and did incredibly well, but I guess it means you missed the midnight debut of the third Twilight movie last night. We did not miss it in our household, and it culminated in 3 15-year-old girls sleeping over at 3 a.m. So I have this urge to ask you about the
I didn't see that.
I just had a feeling. I keep wanting to ask you about the famous case of Edward versus Jacob, or the vampire versus the werewolf. But
I wish you wouldn't.
I will refrain. Well, I know you can't comment on future cases, so I'll leave that alone.